We're studying the chapter compound interest. We will see one of the problems. The question is there in front of you. Find the compound interest when principal is equal to rupees 50,000, rate is 10% per annum, and time is 3 years. So we also have to find the amount that is payable at the end of 3 years. So we have to find these two things, the compound interest and the amount. Let's see how can we solve it. The first step is we'll find the interest for the first year. Right? The question says that the time is for 3 years. So principal for the first year as given in the question is rupees 50,000. We'll be calculating interest for the first year. Interest for the first year is equal to rupees, principal amount is 50,000 into rate as given in the question. Rate is 10% into time 1 year. Right, we are calculating it for the first year, so time will be 1. And when you simplify this, the answer that you will be getting is rupees 5,000. I hope you also are calculating it. Rupees 5,000. So 5,000 is the interest for the first year. Okay, therefore the amount at the end of the first year will be, you know the formula to find amount, principal plus interest. So principal is 50,000, okay, plus 5,000. Okay, I just have written the comma in a wrong place for 50,000. I hope you won't mind it. So the total amount that we get is rupees 55,000. Step 2, we'll find the principal for the second year. Now remember that the amount of the first year becomes the principal of the second year. Right, so the principal for the second year is rupees 55,000. We are going to find interest for the second year. You know the formula to find interest, principal into rate into time by 100. Now here the principal for the second year is rupees 55,000 into rate is 10%, and we are finding it for the second year for 1 year, so time will be 1 divided by 100. Okay, so to find simple interest we use time for each year. We take time as each year, and when you calculate this, we're calculating interest for the second year. You will get it as rupees 5,500. So this is the interest for the second year, and therefore the amount at the second year will be principal plus interest. So principal for the second year is 55,000 plus 55,000 plus the interest, that is 5,500. You will get the answer as rupees 60,500. So 60,500 rupees is the amount at the end of second year. I hope you are understanding, and I hope you have understood till here. The amount that we calculated is the sum of principal plus interest. So 60,500 rupees is the amount. Now, like you remember, the amount of the previous year is the principal for the next year. So principal for the third year is rupees 60,500. We have to find the interest for the third year, and interest for the third year will be principal into rate into time by 100. And so the principal for the third year is 60,500 into rate is 10%, into time is 1 year by 100. So when you calculate this, 60,500 into 10 into 1 by 100, you will get it as 6,050 rupees. 6,050. So rupees 6,050 is the interest for the third year. That is the interest for the third year. So therefore the amount at the end of the third year is equal to principal plus interest. Principal of the third year plus interest of, or interest for the third year. Principal is 60,500 rupees. Rupees 60,500 plus the interest that we just found out, 6,050 rupees. Rupees 6,050. And when you calculate it, when you add this up, you will get it as rupees 66,550. You will get it as rupees 66,550. So rupees 66,550 is the amount at the end of third year. So we have already calculated the interest and amounts for 3 years. So we have the accumulated interest of the previous years, and therefore compound interest, compound interest is equal to amount minus the principal, the initial principal. That is how we calculate the compound interest. 66,550 is the amount at the end of the third year, and 50,000 is the principal initial principal, and so our compound interest is rupees 16,550. I hope you have understood it. You can go back and see this once again and try to understand, and of course don't forget practice, because practice will help you understand it much better. I'm leaving you with a homework. I'm leaving a homework for you. You can just go through this question and try to solve.